listening to Sports Talk 916 with Greg Bull and Coach Greg Veroza.
If you'd like to participate in the show, there are a couple of ways to do it. If you want to contact us on Twitter, use the show's Twitter address, which is @SportsTalk916. For Greg B, go to @MrChief916. And for me, Coach Greg, it's @Greg Veroza. And Veroza is VAROZZA. And if you want to chat live with us, the best place to go is go to the Mixler page and hit chat. There you'll see all of us chatting together as the show goes on. Well, hello. This is Sunday night, and I'm watching my second bit of fake fighting. Oh, Brock.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, this is Coach Greg Veroza, and over there's my buddy not Coach Greg Ball. Well, yeah, he coached something.
I coached before.
He coached volleyball because he liked the short shorts.
Oh, I have a recap on volleyball. Holy shit, that was fun.
And we are, like Mike Barnbaum says, the two-headed Gregs that are the monsters of Sports Talk 916.
Facebook with Barnbaum. Facebook with Barnbaum.
Mike, I love you. It was awesome seeing you yesterday. You entertained me for 45 minutes.
I was going to say, how long was he there? We'll get to that in a second. What's up, everybody? It is Sunday night. It's episode 25. This is the final episode of Season 4.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Season 5 kicks off Sunday after the Season 4.
How can it only be the 25th show and we're starting a new season? There's 52 weeks.
We missed a bunch of weeks. And
we didn't miss 26 weeks.
We might.
That's 6 months.
No, I think we rolled Season 4. We started Season 3 at the draft. And then when Eddie left, we started Season 4 midway through. I don't know. We're going up on Season 5, damn it. We're starting Season 5 Sunday. Starting fresh.
Sunday.
Brock Lesnar took his gloves off. Now he's just pounding the shit out of Randy Orton.
Yeah, those forearms to the head, into the middle of the back, and the shoulder. He's hitting him in the arm.
He's bloody as shit, dude. One of them was bleeding. Look at his hand. Maybe he just bit him. Anyways, what's up, everybody? Yes, Keith, draft is this weekend, Sunday at 4 p.m. Buffalo Wild Wings, Citrus Heights on the patio.
And you are strictly forbidden from eating anything at Buffalo Wild Wings except celery. That's all you can eat is celery.
Can I have carrots?
You can have carrots, but that's it. Nothing else.
Dude.
I'm in a cramped room with you. You don't have to say a word.
Let's just put it this way, guys. Normally during the show, we have a checklist. We have a charged iPad, which it's about 45% this week.
And it's charged about 45% of the time.
Yeah. We have my computer.
Usually there's a panic shitstorm right before we start of, oh shit, it's not charged up.
Shut up. There's a
behind the scenes radio.
Laptop and our soundboard. That's about it. This week we've added a beverage. I have a margarita and a bottle of Febreze. It is bad.
And I'm in
look at the fucking puddle of blood now.
Oh, shit.
Talk about bleeder. It's like Nate Diaz is in the ring.
No kidding.
Oh, they had to pull in the doctor, dude. Hold on, we're going to turn this up for a second. Behind the scenes. That's brutal right there.
And look at the referee. He's trying to stand in his way.
Right, because that little Mike Chioda's going to stop.
Yeah. Yep.
God damn. Anyways, we have a big show tonight.
Do we?
We're going to talk about the final countdown of the Olympics. We're going to talk about the wonderful, wonderful Ryan Lochte.
Oh, they must have stopped it. He's gonna keep beating his ass though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, get him out of there. We're gonna talk about UFC 202 last night.
I'm now an expert at UFC.
That's right. You're gonna teach us how scoring works because I don't fucking get it. Are you kidding me?
I've never heard of a TKO in wrestling.
WWE.
Never heard of that before in my life.
Wow. We're going to do bingo or bullshit. We're going to talk about the Giants and their woes. Is it time to call the even year dead?
No.
No?
No,
We'll
not
talk
yet.
about that. We're going to talk about the Raiders, the Niners. Is there a new savior in Oakland that wears number 5? Not named Jeff Garcia, or not number Oakland, I'm sorry, San Francisco. And we'll do some headlines. So first, how'd your week?
Week was good. Spent a lot of time watching the Olympics. Topped it off with a fun day yesterday at the Rosemont community event. Set up a little tent.
You had a visit from a celebrity.
I did. Well, a couple of celebrities.
Oh.
There he goes, beating his ass.
Go play the lotto. You predicted that one, Rosa. You know who's going to come out right now? Goldberg.
Is he?
Wait for it.
I have a confession.
You have a man crush on Goldberg?
I had a Goldberg baseball jersey that he used to wear.
Nice.
Who's that?
Shane McMahon.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
He's not yoked up at all.
Right?
He used to be a scrawny little bitch when he was
He came back and
in
fought
the 80s or 90s.
He came back and fought Undertaker at WrestleMania this year
Oh, shit.
in a Hell in a Cell match. Dude, Orton is fucking toast. Orton's gonna get up and start fighting again. I love how the show's
Oh, there he
geared up.
goes. There he goes. Right in the pool of blood.
Right?
Right in the pool of
Paul
blood.
Heyman, stop! Don't go off script anymore. Breaking news: WWE is scripted, by the way.
Shut up.
You didn't know?
No.
What?
It's not scripted. It's real.
What have I told you? Anyway, so you had the Rosemont Community Barbecue.
Rosemont Community, it wasn't a barbecue. It was just a
Birthday or whatever
big,
it's called.
big event. And they have a bunch of vendors and shit in the park. And they had demonstrations by some community groups. And there's actually a band. They had the Rosemont High School Teachers Blues Band played.
What?
Rosemont High School, a bunch of teachers got together and formed a blues band. And actually, one of my swimmer's parents is the bass player, and they were pretty good.
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
So,
yeah.
so you had a congressman talk with you?
I talked to Assemblyman Cooley,
Okay.
and we talked about important shit like why are they changing daylight savings time? Not a fan. I told I said, this is kind of important to me because I work outside in the summer, and I want to, have it light as long as possible. What was that?
My email.
Oh. And so we talked a little bit about that. I kind of freaked Mike out because I started messing with the assemblyman. We were kind of joking back and forth, and I think Mike was trying to get me to calm down a little bit, but I was worked up over daylight savings time, so it was kind of fun.
All right, Keith joking on us. I got a bone to pick with you, pal.
Uh-oh. What, his man crush on DeMarcus Cousins?
No, this fucker. I asked him if he wanted to be in the fantasy football league. Last week on the show.
Did he just back out?
No, but him and Joe Morgan were in the chat box last week, and I said, "Hey, 4:00 Buffalo Wild Wings on Sunday. You have to be there. That's the only stipulation of being in the damn thing."
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, still on for the draft next week, right?" This is 8:06, 4 minutes ago. Yep. Manager gave me the whole day off because I closed during UFC 202. Well, he still watched the live stream of it illegally on Facebook. He goes, "I got Joe Morgan's draft at 4. I'll haul ass right to yours."
What?
They both start at 4, dickface. How are you not in... Yeah, Quarter Bub, how are we not in your fantasy football league? Oh, yeah, right, the flights. Might be hard to get there. Keith, what the fuck, dude? We might have to have a...
We're going to have a little talk with you, Mr. Keith.
We might have to have a corner pubber join
I'd rather have a
via
corner...
FaceTime.
Yeah.
Ron, if that's you or Sean, I don't know who it is, we'll talk. Because Keith just joined Shitlistville. Suplex City is about to go down on this.
I know somebody else we could have in our league.
Barn Bomb. So let's get back to the community event.
All right. So anyway, I learned as much about public transportation in 45 minutes as one could possibly learn. I learned that they're going from Sacramento all the way up.
This is Mike Barnbaum.
All the way up to Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is that breaking news?
And there's going to be one train a day, and the rest will be via bus. And that's how it was told to me, via bus. So I guess they'll bus people back and forth.
Don't mind the minions. So they're going to stretch out to Auburn. Because I remember Folsom was the big deal. Now they're going up 80, huh?
Yeah, no, this is Capitol Corridor, so it's Amtrak. It's not light rail.
Someone just said, "Are you guys going to do another podcast?" Yeah, you guys going to do another podcast online? I'm like, yeah, dude, we're online right now.
Yeah,
get it. Fuck it, we'll go on Periscope too because this guy asked. Keith, hold on.
Yeah, come on, Keith. We need to engage. Are you going to call him?
Yes, I am.
There you go.
Gonna get shit done. I'm a doer.
I thought you were a giver.
I am a giver.
That's what I heard.
Hey now.
That's what she said.
Giggity. Going lowbrow. The cord's not working. So I get for buying a $3 cord on Amazon.
Hello.
Keith Jokamohandas.
He knows he's in trouble too.
Right. He's like a kid that just got in trouble.
Hey, how's your Greggy V, your best friend Ryan Lochte?
We'll get to that.
Don't change the subject.
Don't go change the subject.
Don't change the subject. We got a phone. We got issues with you.
I gotta see when his starts first. I might have to just be like, hey, I can't make it. I'm gonna go see y'all on Facebook.
Yeah. So you let me know because
Which way? Wait. We need to find out which one are you committed to. Are you committed to his or ours? So if there's a conflict, which one are you going to choose?
I'm committed to hard work every day.
That's not what we have. Damn it, Keith. Sports Talk 916 or
I'm committed to your guys. I just gotta see when this is at, so I can just be like, hey, I can't make it because
they have Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi at you could just auto pick it from Buffalo Wild Wings. You just gotta be present for ours. If not, I'm gonna FaceTime Corner Pub Sports. And they're gonna take your spot.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, here it comes.
I got them mixed up. So his is at 7:30.
Okay, so you're gonna jam from ours to his.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I guess what happened was like we were gonna go to 4 the first time, but then no one could show up, and then Foot Locker called me in, so he moved to the 7:30 the same day as yours. So I'm going to yours at 4, and then we're hauling ass to Joe Morgan's.
Perfect.
How come we didn't get invited to go to Joe Morgan's?
Shut up, Craig. Stop it. We have a show to do that night. All right, Keith.
I still haven't gotten my last game at the old arena glass for him, so he damn near owes me. So I'll be like, I'll just call it late.
Yeah, and I still do appreciate you hooking me up with that. I do. It's on my.
I noticed on the agenda there's no discussion about the sweep of the Pittsburgh Pirates over the San Francisco Giants. Mike Bonbon, if you're listening, I want to get on that now.
I just wrote it in. It's right after Bingo or Bullshit. I have Keith Crow written down, so we'll get to that.
Oh no! All right, guys, have a good show. Love you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Let's see.
He knew he was in trouble. He tried to change the subject right away.
Quarter Pump says, this is like an 8th grade birthday party. Pick who you like more. I still want to FaceTime a team in. We're full.
How many spots do we have?
10. Yeah. We could expand to 12 last minute if we have one more that can fill in for us.
We could do it. What if Ron and Sean both want to do a team?
Corner Pub. You guys free Sunday at
7
to FaceTime in and hook up a draft? We'll jump to 12. It'll be the first time ever we'll jump up to 12. You let us know. Oh, yes. Both of you? That 10-second delay. You ready? 10, 9, 10. No. Not 10 your time. 7 your time. We draft at 4 p.m. Pacific time Sunday. We can either do a phone call draft or we can do that's going to be tough, though. They're going to have to really be on point to make sure that they get their pay attention to who gets picked.
Well, yeah, everybody has to, though.
Oh, that's true. 4 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock your time, Sunday evening-ish, I guess you would call it. 10, 9. Speaking for myself, I'm definitely in. I don't know which one you are, but I'll just write down CPS 1. I'm guessing it's Ron. Let me know. Let me know if you guys could both get in. Otherwise, it won't work having 11. But if we have 12 and you guys could both be a part of a live draft over the phone or FaceTime, we'll make it happen.
We could bring in my titties aren't real.
My TDs aren't real. Yeah, but then I'd have to. It is wrong. I'd have to draft for her. She's not very up on it. Maybe we'll see. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let me know if Sean's not in. We'll find a 12th. We'll get someone there for you. And if you guys are both in, we'll expand to 12 and we'll make it happen. So with that being said, Team USA Olympics.
Yes.
USA finished with 51 more medals than any other country.
Yeah, they did. They had a good week.
They did have a good week. I finally watched some basketball. I watched the second half of the USA gold medal game.
That's pretty much what I watched too.
Ron's 100% in. So work on Sean, let me know, and
cool.
We'll go from there. Let me read this. Expand league to 12. All right. So I watched the second half only because Boogie had a huge first half, and I wanted to see Bogdan Miljanovic, who looked like a big pile of turds today.
Yeah,
thanks for making one shot.
He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door.
You see that sick-ass behind-the-back pass to the scores table, though? Yeah. Ooh.
He's been watching too many Jason Williams highlight reels on Facebook.
Dude, he threw that pass, and now I don't know if it was like it was more like that Peja Stojakovic, that behind-the-back flip to Bobby Jackson.
Well, yeah.
So that's what he was channeling, but his big dumb center was just like, and it was like
he was like 10 feet ahead of the pass.
All that. I was like, what the hell? So there was that. So I watched that. I watched a lot more volleyball. USA men's volleyball today came back from a 2-0 deficit against Russia to win bronze.
Yeah.
Which was cool. U.S. marathoner took third.
I watched a lot of the marathon. I love watching the marathon. It's kind of boring, but...
Did you see the 40-year-old guy? He finished 38th. They showed him while they're interviewing the guy that won bronze. He's running, and it's raining there because, whatever, it always rains apparently in Brazil. And he's running along, and he's like 3 steps from the finish line. And he just ran 26.2 miles. Like, he's fucking tired, right? No joke. Slips in a puddle, face first. His face is like face length away from the finish line. He looks around, starts doing push-ups. Like,
I meant to do that.
Yeah. And then gets up and crosses the finish.
Is that the USA guy?
Yeah, he was like 38th.
38th, yeah.
He was a 40-year-old dude. I was like, goddamn. So, Fun fact about those fuckers. At one point, the winner, the Kenyan, no surprise there, was running a 3-minute and 41-second pace mile. At the very start, he went up fast.
3:41 or 4:41?
It was
4:41.
No, it was like
it couldn't have been 3:31. There's no way.
I have it.
That's like world class record speed.
He's a world class athlete.
Yeah, but they were all together. I bet you it was 4:41.
Sorry, just kidding. At mile, I was misquoted. There was a guy in the...
You were misquoted.
There was a guy in the 1,500 meter that was running a 3:30 mile at one point, because that's like a sprint, whatever.
Right.
At the 21st mile of 26, the Kenyan ran a 5-minute mile.
Right.
At mile 21.
Yeah.
No fatigue there, just amp it up a little bit. I'm like, what a dick.
He was flying.
So we went to a barbecue at my mother-in-law's house today. She lives 1.02 miles away.
Did she get a new rental, or did she buy a house without using me?
No. She's renting, and she is looking into buy soon, so she'll probably be calling you. So I decided we're going to go to barbecue. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and ate like a fucking banshee last night, including their nacho dessert nachos. Holy crap. So I ran there. Ran an 8-minute and 12-second mile.
So you ran to Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, I ran to her Sheeta's mom's house.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, it's a mile. I'll get a little jog in.
Yeah.
8:12 is my outdoor running personal record since high school.
That's not bad.
In high school, I ran a 4:49 mile. Yeah, I was a beast in high school. I could run for days. I fucking hate running now.
Yeah, you were probably about 50 pounds lighter, though, too.
I was 6'5" like I am now. 176 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
If you guys want a visual, Greg has a microphone stand on his desk. Its complexion is a little bit dark, but big ass feet at the bottom, hella tall and skinny, basically what I look like.
And a big head.
And a big ass head on the top, exactly. Yep. That's what it was. So
And your microphone stand kind of looks like me. Short, no feet, and a big round thing.
At the top?
Yeah.
A little bit dark in the complexion as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Lochte. The wonderful
Dumb
Ryan
shit.
Lochte. You go ahead and take this one, swimmer.
So, Ryan Lochte is pretty much well known to be just a big tool. And he's a great swimmer, incredibly hard worker. But did you ever happen to see his reality show that was on TV for about 3 weeks?
No.
It blows every stereotype of swimmers being smart that you could possibly want. So he goes out with three other guys who are all rookies on the team, and they go out partying at some party that the French team, someplace they rented. They get all fucked up. On the way back, they get the cab driver to pull over to a gas station because they all got to take a piss. Well, the gas station wouldn't let them use the bathroom, so they all took a piss on the walls. Then they got into the bathroom and they tore up the bathroom a little bit. So as they're leaving, the security guard from the gas station comes out, and you guys know that whole story. So he comes back and he tells his mom that they got held up at gunpoint, and mom starts talking to NBC and tells them the story. And originally Lochte hadn't wanted mom to say anything. So anyway, now it's come out that, guess what? It was all fake. He lied. He was trying to cover his ass because he was out after curfew. He was drunk. He had 3 other guys with him, and he's trying to cover his ass. And now he starts an international incident.
My favorite part about it was Brazil pulls the passports of 2 of the 4 guys, says, hey, don't leave the country. And then they were already on the plane, so they pulled their passports. Lochte already hightailed it out. He was already back home.
Yeah, he was home 2 days before that.
He's like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah.
So these guys...
I think he must have known the shitstorm was going to happen.
Yeah, so these other guys go to like the consulate, and they have like American consulates there with them to like interrogate him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they fucking throw him under the bus. Like, they're like, hey, you see that double-decker, like, British bus coming? Throw his ass underneath it.
That's what you get for going home early.
And they basically, like, he fabricated the whole thing. It was his idea. He was the mastermind behind it. We just went along with it. It got bigger than we wanted it to. His mom's a cunt for talking about it. Like, I probably added that part in. But that's like the Lochte spirit, though. Hey, let's get all eyes on me. Michael Phelps dominated. Let's get our name in the news. Talk about a shitstorm. I was like, damn.
He's he's one of those guys that, he if it wasn't for Michael Phelps, we'd be talking about Ryan Lochte as one of the greatest swimmers of all time. He's the second most decorated, not just Olympic athlete.
That would be terrible for America.
I know. He's not the second most decorated swimmer in history. He's the second most decorated medal winner in American Olympic history.
Thank God for Katie Ledecky.
So, if it wasn't for Phelps, Lochte'd have about 12 gold medals right now, because every silver he got was a loss to Phelps, except for 1 or 2. So, he can't, and so nobody talks about him. So the only way he can do it is do stupid things. And guys, it's my favorite saying tonight, but he's dumb. He's just a dumb Goomba.
And how about you don't dye your hair the color of a bleached Q-tip?
Oh, shit. Did you see today, though? He had an interview with Matt Lauer. It's back to normal.
He re-dyed it?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I look like a fucking dipshit.
And did you see last week? So he's got a girlfriend that's supposed to be pretty hot. NBC Today Show was going through Tinder, and they found his Tinder page at the Olympic Village, and it's him in his Speedo, all look like he's all oiled up. And
Quarter Pump Sports, Ron's on fire right now. To be fair, who among us hasn't lied to Brazilian police about vandalizing the bathroom? Glass houses, guys. Glass houses.
So anyway, he's just a dumb shit.
That brutal ass picture right there. The blood just draining from his forehead.
Is that what's his face?
Orton? Yeah.
Orton?
Man, that's bad. But yeah, so Ryan Lochte gets the gold medal for being a dipshit. let's hear from Warrior Pack and you, and then we're going to start talking about UFC.
If you or anyone you know is thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, they deserve to have someone working with them that not only knows what they're doing, but will explain everything that happens along the way. That person would be me, Coach Greg Veroza of Keller Williams Realty. I have two goals. My first goal is to coach you through the buying and selling process, making it easy to understand and as stress-free as possible, which isn't easy sometimes. My second goal is to have fun doing it. Come be a part of my team. Let me coach you or anyone you know through the real estate process. Give me a call at 916-241-8068, and let's talk about how I can coach you through the real estate process. Let me ask you one question. Who do you know that's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate that I should know right now? Again, that's Greg Veroza, Keller Williams Realty, 916-241-8068.
Hey guys, Greg here.
And Sheena, too.
We just wanted to take a minute of your time to tell you about this awesome local company who has helped us tremendously in the obstacle course racing world.
Seriously, we get banged up enough on these courses, and these products have saved us on many obstacles.
When Sheena and I were getting prepared for our first Spartan race last year, we found the original Warrior Pack and bought some of their gear. After a couple races, we loved their products so much, it was a no-brainer for us to join their race team.
Yeah, and we just completed another run at AT&T Park and finished blister-free thanks to their gloves.
We really need to
I
update
wore the
this commercial.
full-finger gloves and didn't even break a nail.
You are such a girl. Anyways, guys, go to originalwirepack.com and check out their stuff for all of your OCR needs. And don't forget to use code ST916 for 10% off all of your purchases. Again, that's www.originalwarriorpack.com. Pack is spelled P-A-K for all of your OCR needs. So we've done 3 races since then. We did 2 in San Francisco. No, we did, Monterey, San Francisco twice. Whoops. Okay, well.
Oops.
No biggie. Let's see. UFC. So first I want to talk about we're talking about like dipshits and gold medals. I have a reporter who gets dipshit of the day for interviewing Brock Lesnar. About the comments that Conor McGregor was making about how UFCs are pussies, or WWE guys are pussies, and like they would die in the ring with the UFC.
Who's the guy that's coming? It's going to fight in one.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Yeah, he's not going to do anything. He's never going to get anything.
Is he even a big WWE guy?
He was a huge WWE guy. Huge.
Was he?
Yes. So here's the interview, and it's Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman standing there. And I wish it was a video to show you guys because Paul Heyman the whole time is just trying not to laugh. It's hilarious. So this is the interview with
Brock Lesnar
about Conor McGregor.
If you had the opportunity, would you like to face Conor McGregor in a WWE ring?
Man, I take shits bigger than that kid. All right? Come on, guys. Let's get. I know you guys all play fucking video games. And you live in this fucking false sense of reality and shit. I'm 200.
Or no, hold the picture up so I can see it.
All right, this guy's 145 pounds. That's if he's lucky and gets up and eats his fucking Wheaties. Okay. All right. If Conor McGregor wants to say some shit to me,
He is just trying
and
not
get
to
his name
crack
out
up. Huh?
there more than he already has by dropping my name. I got fucking about 10 words for him. Come here, face to face, Connor, all right, and say it to my face. Otherwise, leave me and the fucking WWE out of it because I came to your arena.
It's more than 10
and
words.
kicked ass. Now, if you want, and if you're so fucking tough, come to our arena and try to kick some ass. Get the fuck out of here.
See if you can follow the script.
Right. Here's the thing, though. I love that he's 140 pounds if he's lucky. That's if he woke up and ate his fucking Wheaties. I think shit's bigger than that kid. All right, but Ron, let me know about the draft. Is CM Punk coming to the Golden One Center, or do we not know yet? There's no card yet, Mike, for UFC in December at Golden One. He's supposed to be debuting by the end of this year, so I mean that would probably be his last pay-per-view opportunity. But he's had 3 debuts pushed back due to injury and inconsistent training. So at this point, I would be less shocked if he showed up at WWE's No Mercy in October at Golden One Center than he would UFC in December. That dude, I mean, I love CM Punk. I thought he was great. If you want to see a great rendition of CM Punk, check out Good Day Sacramento this morning. Dave Deuce Mason was dressed up as CM Punk.
Oh, is that who he was dressed up as?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, dude, you're DM Punk now. Dave Mason Punk. Anyways, so UFC 202 was last night. The prelim card, lackluster, not really much fun.
I like the 13-second knockout, though.
That was on the main card. That was the American McDonald, I believe his name was. Big old Russian dude comes out talking shit. And
no flash photography, please.
he does the old video game, like, look over here, look over here, look over here. Throws like a weak little left, and then just throws a haymaker, one punch dudes out. Best part about that, if you watch the replays of it, where they're like checking on him, he gets up and grabs the ref by both legs and goes to dip him. He thinks he's still in the fight. It was awesome.
I heard an interview with Dana White earlier today, and again, stupid fucking people interviewing people. The guy asked him, "Did you expect a 13-second knockout?" And Dana White goes, "Well, I expected a quick ending." And he goes, "Well, did you think that whoever it was going to do it?" He said, "I figured they're both two big, strong bastards, and whoever connected first was going to win."
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's like
But what a stupid question.
Unbelievable. So, those fights were okay. That one was cool. Cowboy Cerrone, that dude's a beast.
He is a beast.
And there's video of him being interviewed in the locker room when that knockout occurs, and he's just like, holy shit. Like, they got like live reaction from him. And then, they did the CM Punk build up, and I mean, the best thing about it was we were sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings last night, and it wasn't that busy, but a lot of the fights were fast. So it was like, sweet. The main event was on at like 8. I was like, this is a beautiful thing. I remember the Rousey fight a couple years ago. I was at Carmichael Dave's house watching it, and it was like...
Name dropper.
It was like 10:45 at night, and we're still waiting for the main event because every match went long. And it's like, can we get to the damn fight? And then it was like a 15-second fight she had. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Damn it, Barn Bomb.
What now?
Greg V, did you know that flash photography is prohibited at the Hornet's Nest as it is a distraction to the athletes? # true story.
Hi, this is Mike Barnbaum.
And then he tagged me in it too. Like, Greg V, like, hey, make sure you see this. Oh, Mike, I love you, man. What was I? Oh, so we get to the main event.
Oh, by the way, we were invited to the Hornets
Scrimmage?
No, the season opener.
Yeah, basketball, football.
When
is it?
I don't know.
Saturday.
I think it's Saturday the 2nd. It is Saturday the 2nd
October?
or 3rd.
Oh, September 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay.
September 2nd or 3rd.
And we'll see what's up. I work. We'll see.
Yeah.
So we get to the main event, and Diaz and McGregor both come out cocky as shit. I don't know what the hell that little like sloth walk thing McGregor was doing, like his little like cocky.
What about Diaz's strut? Did you see him strutting like he was
the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm just like, dude, shut up. So first round, McGregor comes out and he's landing shots. I mean, he's landing that left jab and that left just straight punch. He had 3 knockdowns in the first round. I think Diaz kind of got caught off guard. And to every so-called fucking UFC professional that went on Twitter or Facebook or like I heard like 7 people say this in the goddamn yeah, Mike, there was like a 2-hour wait in Citrus Heights. It was unbelievable last night. In the restaurant last night, like every time McGregor let Diaz get up after he knocked him down, hella people were like, "Oh, look at that. He wants to have a toe-to-toe fight. Look at him being a great sportsman." No, McGregor knew if he was on the ground, he would get his ass kicked. Diaz is a better ground fighter.
He did everything he could to stay on his feet.
Right,
And
including letting him get up. And then Diaz is like a puppy with shit on his ass, like scooting on the ground, trying to like entice him in. And I'm just like, okay, these two guys, their heads bigger than anyone can contain. Diaz apparently is anemic because he bleeds on contact.
No, he bled getting into the ring.
He like stubbed his toe, his forehead bled.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
He sneezed and his ear fell off.
Now he has, what's that, leprosy?
Yeah.
His limbs fall
And
off.
just a gush of blood.
So it was a good fight. Like, I was thoroughly entertained.
That was too.
It was a very good fight. And people are like, oh, it's rigged. Diaz lost because it's rigged. If Diaz had 30 more seconds in the 5th round, Diaz wins that fight. Because
He won the last round. They gave it to him.
He did,
They
but I
gave
think he would have won the. I think he would have won the fight, because he finally got him to the ground. He got things down, and I think he would have been able to tap McGregor had he had more time. The problem was, I think that he got. I believe he broke his nose. If you looked at his nose, it was pretty badly beat up. I think that he September 3rd versus Western Oregon at 6 p.m. After that, Sac State is going to be on the road the remainder of September. Good, we don't have to be there until October. I got to see if we have media again this year. So I think that Diaz just kind of got stunned that McGregor's punches were so effective so early. And I don't think he expected it to be as quick of an attack. And I think that ultimately cost him the match. I don't think it was rigged. It could have gone either way. I think it could have went to a draw even, depending on.
It was close. I mean, it was a 2-point fight total.
So here you go.
Do you
We're on
want
the spot.
Okay.
Explain this shit to me.
Okay. So there's 5 rounds. Okay.
I'm gonna take notes.
Okay. There's 5 rounds. The winner of the round gets 10 points. They call it the 10-point must scoring system.
Okay.
Okay. The loser gets 9 if it's just a regular round. Now, this is going off boxing, so I don't know the ins and outs of UFC scoring, but this is how boxing does it, so I'm sure it's pretty close. Usually in boxing, if there's a knockdown, then the loser loses, and whoever gets knocked down loses a point.
Okay.
So it could be a 10-8 round, and I'm thinking that 10-8 round that they had was the round that McGregor knocked Diaz on his ass 3 times or twice. So you get 10 points. Loser gets 9. If it's really bad, they get 8.
Okay.
Okay, and so they just add that up, and whoever has the most points wins. Whoever doesn't.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Just tell me who got hit in the face more, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work in boxing. They tried that with the Olympics, and in fighting, it doesn't work.
Bingo.
So in Olympic boxing, for the last 5 or 6 Olympics, they've had 4 judges at the ring, and every time a punch connects, the judge pushes a button, and 2 out of the 4, I believe, or 3 out of the 5, or whatever it is, have to hit their button within 2 seconds of each other for the point to count. And so it's so easy to. I mean, it's like any other sport that there's judging or anything like that. It's so easy to fix and fake and maneuver and manipulate. There's nothing you can do, but it's about the best they're going to do. Boxing went back to that in the Olympics this year.
Put a little beaker underneath the chin, and whoever fills up the most beaker of their opponent's blood.
Nate Diaz would have won that fight.
No, whoever fills it up, whoever has the most blood in their beaker loses.
Oh, okay.
Nate Diaz loses every fight. So, and first of all, I think it was the guy that Cowboy Cerrone fought. Cut your fucking fingernails. Never in my life have I seen a fighter he comes out and he does a little glove check, and all of a sudden he's like, "Arr, arr," chewing on his hands. I'm like, what the hell? He's ripping he forgot to cut his fingernails, so he's over there picking them off, and the judges keep checking him. I'm like, dude, that's like me when I have my checklist, charge the iPad, cut your fingernails. It's not that hard to do.
We have to do them in water polo. We have to do nail checks, and we don't carry clippers around, but they have to have clippers to cut their nails.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, Nate Diaz is anemic, but that boy could take a punch.
But he's dumb as shit.
It's like the theme of the night. Episode 24, dumb people.
Did you? We were talking about this earlier. So there's a video going around of Diaz afterwards, talking about the fight, and he lights up a fucking. I haven't seen it. It's either an e-cig or it's a regular cigarette. So if one of you guys have seen it, let me know which it is. But he starts smoking during the interview. It's like, really? And of course, he was injured. He was injured. He
was 100%.
Yeah, he was injured. And this isn't an excuse. I'm not making an excuse, but I wasn't able to train for the whatever.
McGregor should have knocked him out. I mean, but he could take a punch. He's not like that big Russian dude who just was like, oh, dead. But I mean, so it was, like I said, it was an entertaining fight. I'm looking forward to the rubber match.
Now, that's the other thing. Another video I saw today, Dana White said no. There won't be right now. There's not going to be.
It'll be a long time, is what he said.
Yeah, he wants McGregor to go down and defend his belt.
McGregor also said the next time they fight will be at 155.
Yeah,
he says he's going to make Diaz come down. There's not going to do anything. He's not going to.
What's McGregor usually fight at 145?
145s.
So meet in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like he's tired of because they fought at 165 today, or this last fight, right, or 160s.
I don't know.
But yeah, so he wants it to be more of a fair fight. Get to that in a second.
I got to see what that was.
It's in the chat box. It's a request from one of our mutual friends that isn't listening but wants us to talk about a different team in football.
Oh God!
It was a good fight. It was entertaining. I look forward to round 3. It's going to be a long time. There's speculation that McGregor may have broken his foot. Obviously, Diaz is apparently injured. There's a lot going on with it. But it was if I had paid for this fight, I would have been happy with this one. Like I wouldn't have felt gypped. I wouldn't have felt anything else. It was overall good. And Nate Diaz wins me over so McGregor's like running away from him. He's like pointing at him like, you little bitch. And then he's just like middle of the round.
That was funny.
You.
That was funny.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get Greg Will to do that. Thank you for your request on intro. Mike, I love you, man. A request via Facebook came in from Pamela Santich.
Facebook with Barn Bomb. Facebook with Barn Bomb.
When we get to the NFL later in the show, can you two talk about the Indianapolis Colts? Again, that is a request from Pamela Santich, not me. I would have never thought of typing this had it not been for Pamela Santich. Thank you. So,
Indianapolis Colts are gonna be competitive in the AFC South.
We'll talk to them a little bit. We already did our AFC South preview earlier in the season with TJ. Actually, no, I think you were there for that one.
Yeah.
But we'll get to it. My fucking mic, dude. So as I am into the Sports Talk 6 podcast, Greg Bowl and Greg Rosa connect with Keith Jogonatis. I have been asked to make sure that Pittsburgh Pirates get mentioned on tonight's show. Just for you, Keith, I will do so.
Let's go into it. Can we start it? Can we have Facebook with Barn Bomb right now?
Do you have something for it?
What about that one that he posted on yesterday?
On my wife's post?
Yeah.
No, that one's kind of personal. I'll let that one be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that we'll get to the Colts here in a second. Let me jot it down. But first we're going to do this.
Are you kidding me?
You kidding me? You kidding me, right?
Are you kidding me?
You kidding me? You kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
All right, so I got one this week, and I'm a fan of baseball managers and when they go nuts arguing a play. There's nothing.
Lou Piniella is my hero.
Yeah, and Earl Weaver back in the day was better than anybody. But I saw the best coach-referee argument that I've ever seen in my life today, and it was two Uzbekistani wrestling coaches. And if you saw this, let me get to it here. So, a Mongolian. In a display that would have made Vince McMahon proud, a pair of Mongolian wrestling coaches, great barbecue. Mongolians have great barbecue.
Amazing barbecue.
Yep.
Carry on.
I can't.
It's 46 minutes into the show and Baroza has lost his mind. He got hungry mid-thought.
All right. Mongolian wrestling coaches stripped off their clothing in a protest of a call by officials that gave the bronze medal to Uzbekistan's, I don't know how the fuck you say this guy's name. This was a protest. There was a problem with the refereeing, said somebody. One of the Mongolian coaches.
Some guy in the crowd.
Bayam Bachirnium Barrera.
Google it.
Yeah, no. The Mongolian wrestler won 7-6, and he lost because of judge's decision. This is the only time in history of wrestling with point penalty. So apparently what happened is the Mongolian dude, the last minute of the fight.
Did he have his big chopsticks with him?
No, but his cup was overflowing. He was trying to pack so much shit into his bowl.
Right.
Pulled a Conor McGregor. And for the last 30 seconds did nothing but run around the ring. And the referee penalized him a point, and he lost. I guess whatever tiebreaker there was. So these two coaches just go ape shit. And all of a sudden, coach takes off his shirt and throws it at the referee. Takes off his pants, throws it at the referee, takes off his shoes. And then another guy steps in and he starts doing it too. Luckily, they stopped before they could get too far. But it was one of the best. If you go on ESPN.com or wherever, Google it, check it out, watch the video. It's about 2 minutes long. And the announcer's even better. He's like, oh, they seem to be upset. They're protesting. Yeah, I don't think he knew what to say either. But I never once saw anything about it on NBC, but I saw a whole shitload of gymnastics. But that's a whole other story.
Oh, man. I'm not going to say that my wife's listening, but gymnastics. Go check out TMZ.
I saw I saw a thing at Allie Raisman. Ooh, I saw the ESPN body shot too.
Right? Yeah.
And she's 22 too.
Yeah, she is.
Hello.
And she wants to go on a date with the Oakland Raiders tight end. They put out a video with her or with him. He's like, "Hey, Allie, we've been watching the Olympics because we're gay apparently, and there's nothing else to do in Oakland or whatever. You should go on a double date." Blah blah blah. And she's like, "Yeah, I've heard his name. I've seen his picture." She's like, "I'll go on a date with him." I was like, "Hey, look at that!
Just get torn up.
Make a video and good to go."
Hello. Did you see the NBC? I guess all the little girls on the gymnastics team are in love with Zac Efron, so they flew him in and surprised him. Did you see that? It was actually pretty funny.
Simone Biles' boyfriend was like, "Kick your ass away from her."
Did he really? Yeah.
Did he called him out.
I didn't see that.
He hugged her and gave her a kiss on the cheek.
Oh yeah, he was all over her.
And he was like, "Yeah, this is Zac Efron. This is your one warning. That's my girlfriend. Keep your hands off of her."
Oh yeah, like he's gonna have anything to. Well, probably knowing him, he's probably a banger. So it's like,
what's up, Bellingham Niner fan?
What up? All right, that's what I got.
So I have one thing. So Stockton Comic-Con, I believe they called it, was this weekend. And let me give you a little. Some of you guys may be too old for this. Keith, I know, or young for this. Keith, I think you're one of them. The names Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and X-Pac.
Those guys were. That's when I watched wrestling back in the 80s.
The Wolfpack, the New World
80s
Order.
and 90s.
That was in the 90s. They were there representing NWO at Comic-Con because they have nothing else to do. There's no magic mics for Kevin Nash to be in, and Scott Hall's out of rehab.
Kevin Nash looked old too.
That motherfucker's ripped though.
Oh yeah.
So they're there, and Scott Freshour went down there yesterday, and he sent me a picture of him cheesing out like a motherfucker in the picture with them. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then Mike Tavares, Crown in Town, sent me a picture today. He's like, oh, I went down there. I'm like, oh, cool. These dudes haven't been in wrestling. They were at WrestleMania 2 years ago in San Francisco. They came out and helped Sting when he fought Triple H because G Generation X came out. They did like a flashback to the Attitude Era. Other than that, they've done nothing for wrestling whatsoever. In and out of rehab, making movies, whatever. Those fuckers charge $20 a body for a photo. And when I say that, I don't mean like if me and you were there together, they charge us $40 because we're in the photo with them, right? No. $20 per person. So if we were both there, it would have been $20 from each of us to take a photo with X-Pac. And then you add in $20 more if you want Kevin Nash in the photo. And then $20 more if you want Scott Hall in the photo. So to take a picture of these like 70-year-old men, it's $60 at Comic-Con. Ridiculous.
Give me a barn bomb.
Damn it, Barn Bomb.
You have to plug.
What now? So, thanks, Mike. I appreciate this. Hopefully I'm as cute as she is. What's going on with you, Greg V? You now sound like Katie laughing with Dave and Nate on The Drive. Heard weekdays from 6 to 9 on KHTK.
Hi, this is Mike Barnbaugh.
Fucking love the guy.
I do.
Wait, you know what? So hold on. For the next 8 minutes.
No barn bomb?
No. Barn Bomb's there. But for the next 8 minutes, I request that any F word is changed to fudge. Just for the next 8 minutes till we reset Mixler.
Why?
Because it's fudge and funny, okay? I can't do it.
So that's like when I go to the Mongolian barbecue and shit falls off the bowl. I go, fudge!
A fudge and putter! Exactly. Oh, we've lost our mind.
This is a Mayweather night tonight, isn't it?
Man. So Mike has requested, not through us, but through other people, that the F word turns into fudge. And we're going to do it for the next 7 minutes and 47 seconds. So
the over and under is if we last 5 minutes.
So NWO needs to change their ways because it's just, you guys are old. You guys are out of the loop. Most of the dudes that are there to see you are the same age as you. Like you're charging your peers $60 to take a photo with 3 old guys with gray hair.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. Like, what are you guys doing?
Roided up old guys.
Speaking of which, if you have time, and since we're going down like memory lane and wrestlers, right? Google the name Rey Mysterio Jr.
What was his, besides Rey Mysterio Jr., he's got another stage name too. I forget what it was.
I believe he was always Rey Mysterio. But Google him because he's 40 years old.
Didn't he kill somebody a couple of years ago, or somebody die in a match?
Someone broke their neck on accident in a match with him. 40 years ago, working for Lucha Underground right now. He posted a picture on Instagram or somewhere the other day. Imagine Brock Lesnar. Shrunk down to 5'9" and the same size as Brock. This dude is roided to the teeth. Like, I think he sneezes and anabolic steroids shoot out of his mouth. It is so bad, dude. Like, it's so big. It's so big. Oh, God. Fudgeonay. I want Mongolian barbecue now, dude. Let me ask this, fat guy to fat guy, because I'm still a fat guy at heart. Total derail. Did you go try out Bring Your Own Cup Day at 7-Eleven?
No, but I saw you bring in the protein jars full of... Did you actually fill those up?
All the way.
Did they let you?
Yep. Anything that fits in the tub, in the circle, fills for $1.50. Basically, you could bring in an Alhambra water jug, and it fits through the hole, and you can fill it for $1.50. So... My oldest daughter, she plays the subtle role and brings in like a shaker cup and fills that up. My little one and myself bring in, and this is like powder measurements because obviously protein powders are measured out differently, but it's a 3.1 pound jug of protein. And so I figured it's about a 3.5 pound if they were to fill it all the way to the top. We filled that thing to the brim and then screwed the lid on. It was awesome. I only got through about halfway of it, though. I was so sick by the end of it. We had to go to Costco afterwards.
Yeah, there weren't no calories in that either, were there?
There was no labels on the jug. So if there's not printed, it doesn't count. So
you know what? Maybe that's why you're shitting like a Grey Goose tonight. See all that sugar you drank yesterday.
Shitting like a Grey Goose. So Keith says Zarina and himself lost our shit seeing those jugs. Dude, they're awesome. My daughter was embarrassed at one point trying to bring them up.
I don't blame you. I don't blame her. That's one time I agree with her.
The best one I've ever seen when that was someone went to KFC and got the big family bucket and brought that in and filled it up with Slurpee. But man, that's good times. So we're gonna come back and talk Giants. I have to choose some crow. We're gonna do bingo or bullshit as well. We have 4 minutes, and I hate this when we actually have people in the chat box because I'm always scared that people are gonna leave, and then I get mad and I yell fudge a lot.
God, fudge it.
Fudge it.
Mother fudger.
Damn, I want some fudge brownies now. This is a bad show.
Check your underwear. Maybe there's some fudge brownies down there.
So we're going to reset Mixler. We're going to come back. We're going to hear from Greg Veroza. No, we already did Greg Veroza. We'll do Greg Veroza again. And Corner Pub Sports. And then we're going to do bingo or bullshit. So we'll be right back. See, the reason why I did this because we still had 4 minutes to go in the fudge countdown. So now we can go back to saying fuck because the timer reset. All right. So welcome back, fuckers. The timer reset, so I don't know how much time was left in our 8 minutes of no fucks.
And he's still on there.
A fucking punter!
So just want to get him out of our system. I think that's the only one I have, but let's do this one. It is now time for bingo.
Bingo!
Was that a bingo?
Bingo! A bingo! Bingo! I've got a bingo! 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 Bingo!
Or bullshit.
See who's in the...
Just got an alert from WWE. Did Randy Orton find a way to conquer Brock Lesnar? Full SummerSlam results are available in the WWE app.
By conquering, does that mean bleed all over him?
Right? Greg beat Greg's. You could say mother father as a way to cuss that is appropriate for radio. Hey, Mike. Breaking news. We're not on the radio. The FCC does not mandate the internet. So...
A fucking punter!
And we can't get arrested for tampering either.
Yeah, the season's over. So, fuck it. Bingo or bullshit, Greg Veroza?
Are you going to have me go first?
I'll go first. The UFC has cemented its place above boxing as far as popularity goes in combat sports.
That's a no-brainer. I don't like it, but yeah, bingo.
Bingo!
I mean, it's UFC is now what boxing was 30 years ago in the 80s and 90s, where you would have to go to a bar. There'd be big gatherings. It was a social event, and what I'm afraid of is that the UFC, by doing a big pay-per-view every month, might burn themselves out.
I agree.
I think they need to go to every other month.
Or even like a big one per quarter.
Yeah. Because there never was a big, Ali fought a couple times a year. Those guys in that area fought, there's probably 8 fights a year. And that's what everybody would get psyched up for. But now there's only so many fighters. They were struggling in UFC 200 to get 2 named fighters to carry the main event. I think they're going to overdo it, but that's just me.
Well, let me ask you this. Did they surpass boxing when Floyd Mayweather took the reins as the marquee boxer?
No, I think they surpassed boxing when boxing got so out of hand that there was just no rhyme or reason to it. There's no stars anymore.
And I don't consider Mayweather a star either.
No. There's no stars. There's no big names. I think there was a time where they were both kind of on an even keel. But I think it was Ronda Rousey. I really do think when Ronda Rousey started fighting and becoming a household name, that's when UFC really said...
Well, yeah, they took a demographic that boxing never had.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I was at
women involved in.
I was at Folsom Lake Bowl last night, and the place was crowded, and it was 50-50. And, oh, boy, was it 50-50. There was some talent there.
Dudes with bulging in their pants and women drinking...
With bulging in their shirts.
Hey, now.
There was a lot of silicone in that place last night.
Good Lord. My titties aren't real. You're up.
There you go. All right. So, USA basketball.
Oh, wait. Congratulations.
Bingo or bullshit? Krzyzewski phoned it in as a coaching job for this team.
Can you elaborate on that?
I think he was just there and pretty much just rolled out a ball and said, "Go for it, play." He didn't coach. He didn't develop a style. It was pretty much Golden State Warriors. I don't think he did a great coaching job. I don't think he coached this team well.
Bingo.
I agree with that only for the fact that I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the best take that I heard on USA Basketball, and it came slightly after Serbia took them to the brink, and then Argentina almost beat them as well. And again, this is really, August 21st at 9:02 p.m. Charles Barkley was right. And he said that USA Basketball is making a mistake having too many individual players, and they need to focus on role players.
Right.
They
I agree.
need to stop stacking it with one-on-one players and bring in players that fill needs, not just superstar names. And I agree with that 100% because today when Durant started missing shots, they had one or two instances, and there was only one play today where I saw the ball move 7 times.
I saw that. That was a nice play.
A great play. Never saw it again.
Doug Collins even said that's the way basketball needs to be played.
Right.
And that's what you expect from a Coach K team.
Right.
Is ball movement, selfless play, working the ball inside. Those are the kinds of things I expect from a Coach K team. And that's why I say he just phoned it in. It was basically, here's a couple plays. We'll design it to where somebody gets an open three, and that's it. They didn't play defense.
They played a little bit.
They played a little bit, but they didn't play lockdown defense like they really should have.
They did on Bogdanovic.
Well, yeah.
He looks good.
He was the best defender on himself.
Keith was hella happy about that one, by the way.
I bet, yeah.
He was ready to phone that
So
one
I think Coach K, he knew he had a gold medal wrapped up, and he knew that this is his last.
We knew that they had the gold medal wrapped up in 2013.
Right. Right. So this was his last game as this is his last go round. He was going to be the winningest coach in USA basketball history. He phoned it in. He just phoned it in. He did a poor coaching job.
Here's what I'm looking forward to. Pop takes over next Olympics or next World Championships in 2 years.
Yep.
I think Pop's going to comprise that team of. It's going to look more like the Spurs than it is.
I think so too.
Than it does the Warriors,
Yep.
and it's going to be defenders, and it's going to have a couple of shooters and a couple dominant big men, and they're still going to win games by big margins. But it's not going to be because they're scoring 110 points. It's going to be because the other teams are scoring like 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be the complete opposite scale.
There's no reason why they should have won those 2 or 3 games by 3 points. They're so far and above more talented than any team. I mean, you could take the second team and they'd win the silver medal. And just to play that close, it's like they were bored. They weren't motivated. Everybody just phoned it in. It was a complete phone-in job.
I agree.
Okay. That was my bingo or bullshit.
That's the only one you had?
Yeah, I'll think of something else if
All
you
right.
go again.
Second one. I have 4. Bingo or bullshit. UFC 202 was one of the best UFC cards that we've seen in a long time. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the best main events we've seen in a long time.
Well, I can't really. I mean, I've only seen 3. So I don't know that I can really. I've literally only seen 3 main events for UFC. So I'm going to say bingo, but it's only because it's the best one I've seen.
Bingo.
All right, number 3, bingo or bullshit. Christian Ponder will be the quarterback that starts the season for the San Francisco 49ers.
Wow. Shit, I don't even think the Niners know who's going to start right now.
Tell you who it won't be. Won't be Colin Kaepernick.
He's hurt.
Big bag of dicks. No, he's not. He just sucks. His
Do you think
hurt.
Chip Kelly doesn't want to play him?
I don't think he does either.
I don't think he does because I think he keeps making up shit.
I've said it numerous times. Kelly's offense relies on the short pass, and Kaepernick couldn't hit a short pass if his life depended on it. He doesn't have the touch.
No, he needs to change positions.
When Colin Kaepernick...
We need wide receivers.
Right. He's fast. Throw his ass out there. Let him catch the ball.
Kidding.
So, Binger bullshit. Christian Ponder will be the starting quarterback for the 49ers.
I'm going to say bullshit. I think Gabbert will.
I'll tell you what, he looked better than Gabbert did. And he's only been with the system a week.
I'm trying to think of one. I don't got one right now.
All right, last one, and then I want to read something about the 1992 Dream Team by the numbers. I saw something the other day that blew my mind. Bingo or bullshit. The even year run of the San Francisco Giants needs to be shut down, the even year hype of the San Francisco Giants needs to be shut down.
Not until the last out of the season.
Let's see. Bellingham Niner fan, NWF. I'm guessing that means no fucking way. No fudging way.
No fudging. Well, no, we're past our. We've gone enough time.
Right. All right. So I want to read this to you. This is the 1992 Dream Team by the numbers, and Keith, 1992 is when you were still in diapers. So bear with us. And it starts with the littlest number and goes up from there. Okay. 0. You know what 0 represents? The number of timeouts called by head coach Chuck Daly during the 8 games of the Dream Team's 1992 Olympics.
Fun fact, same number that Gino Ariema called for the women this year.
2.8, John Stockton's scoring average. 15, number of blocks by Patrick Ewing. 0.365, opponent's field goal percentage.
Wow.
37, number of steals by Michael Jordan, which led the Dream Team. 47, number of total assists by
Stockton.
Scottie Pippen led the Dream Team.
Wow.
4.8, Christian Laettner's scoring average, 10th overall. 5.3, Karl Malone and Chris Mullin's rebounding average. 578.578.
Shooting percentage by the Dream Team?
Dream Team's field goal percentage, 57%.
It's easy when you're getting the ball down low and slam dunking it all the time.
Right. 7, April 7, 1989, FIBA votes to allow NBA players to participate in international events, including the Olympic Games and World Championships of basketball. The final tally was 56 countries in favor of opening competition, 13 opposed, and 1 abstaining. Those guys are like, damn it. 0.711.
Winning percentage?
Charles Barkley's field goal percentage. He was 59 of 83 from the field.
Shit.
8. Dream Team Olympic record 8-0. They matched that this year. Also 8. Magic Johnson's scoring average. 8.4. Larry Bird's scoring average. Holy shit. 0.875. 3-point percentage of 3-point field goal percentage, which led the Dream Team. He was 7 for 8. Who do you think it was?
Scottie Pippen?
Charles Barkley. That's amazing. Scottie Pippen and David Robinson had 9-point scoring average. 0.90 was Christian Laettner's free throw percentage, 18 of 20, which led the Dream Team. 9.5, Patrick Ewing scoring. 10.5, Drexler scoring. 12.9, Chris Mullin. 13, Karl Malone. 14.9, Jordan. 18, scoring average, led the Dream Team.
I'm trying to think who else was on there.
There's a growing trend with every one of these I've done.
Karl Malone?
Charles Barkley led the Dream Team in scoring with 18. 32. The closest in points an opponent came to the Dream Team in 8 games during the Olympics. That was Croatia in the gold medal game, 117 to 85.
And, you know, I remember watching that, and you got the sense that they were just fucking around.
In the gold medal game, they shut it down. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, they're shutting it down. I mean, the whole tournament, they shut it down. You know, you got the sense that if they wanted to, they would have won every game by 50.
43.8 average margin of victory in points for the Olympics.
Oh, they almost did win every game by 50 then.
Qualifying tournament in Portland, average margin of victory, 51.5.
Boy, those Canadians were really off their game that week.
All right, so here we go. 103. They beat Croatia 103 to 70. Germany, they beat 111 to 68. Puerto Rico 115 to 77. Angola, thanks for showing up. 116-48.
That was a bad game.
Croatia, 117-85. That was the close one.
Angola was just cold from the outside. They couldn't hit anything.
Mike, I'll get to that in a second. 117.3 Dream Team scoring average. 122 was USA 122, Spain 81. 127, they beat Lithuania 127-76, and they beat Brazil 127-83. Those numbers are just mind blowing.
Yeah.
So here's a fun question, and this is from Barnbum. It's actually a good one. Curious question: if the 8-0 Dream Team went up against this year's USA team for 8 games, what would the record of each team likely be?
My guess would be Dream Team 92 would be 6-2 against this year's Dream Team.
I would say that's accurate. I would say that's close. I was gonna say 5-3, and I don't think the intangibles would come down to. It wouldn't come down to like Durant and Pippen or Durant and Jordan or any of those. I think that the intangibles would be how does DeAndre Jordan and DeMarcus Cousins and the bigs, how do they handle Ewing, Robinson?
They don't.
Barkley,
They don't.
How do they have
don't.
to slow them down somewhat?
They can't.
But in order to win 3 of the 5 games, they have to figure something out. But that would be the X factor. There's no way. And I love DeMarcus. He's a great center. And I like DeAndre Jordan on defense. I think he's fantastic. Those guys could not hold a flame to the Dream Team's bigs.
No, not at all. I mean, David Robinson would just work over DeMarcus.
I would love to see DeMarcus and David Robinson. I think that would be such a fun matchup.
Oh, yeah. And
Good question, Keith.
And Barkley would, and I think Barkley has the ability to stretch out, play a stretch 4 before there was a stretch 4.
70% from 3.
Right. But he can also go inside and be just a monster on the boards. So, DeAndre Jordan, he's all right, but no, it might even be 7-1 92. It might be 7-1 because
and I think they pack in one game, or they just, and it's the last game they lose.
Yeah, I mean, they probably lose game 3 and then go on a 5-game winning streak because they just don't. I don't even think it'd be close. I think it would be 15 points a game. Nice.
It's the crying Jordan. It's so funny. It would be brutal. Let's do.
Good question, Keith.
That was a Barn Bomb.
Was that Barn Bomb?
It was Barn Bomb.
Good job, Mikey.
Mikey B.
Mikey likes it.
Ooh, checks. It's actually a good cereal.
Life cereal.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Not checks.
Barn Bomb 6-2 or 5-3. I could go along with that. I agree that each team would win games against each other. Yet I agree the Dream Team would be a minimum of 5-3, if not better. # great analysis. Now he's patting himself on the back.
Was that our? Wait, Mike.
Maybe it's
Mike,
our analysis.
Hold on, Mike. Were you patting yourself on the back, or was that a compliment to us?
We'll
9,
wait.
8,
8, 7,
6, 5.
5, 4, 3.
That's a long ass 5 seconds.
Mike, come on, man. You're killing us here. I gave you like a 9-second, 3-second. It was a compliment to you guys. Thank you, Mike.
There you go.
I had it on. Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. All right, let's do this. I don't have a bird. Can you give me a crow?
No.
Come on, give me a crow noise.
Crow.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
I can't even do a dolphin.
Keith, I'm going to go ahead and eat dolphin. Last week on the show, we talked about the Giants, and we talked about how they're going to have an easy... Well, let me rephrase that. We talked about the Giants. I made the comment that it was going to be an easy series. They're going to get a sweep. They're going to bounce back and get back on the winning track against the Pittsburgh Pirates. There was a sweep.
Yeah, there was.
And it was an epic beatdown.
It was.
And it was the Pirates.
Oh, no! We suck again!
every Giants fan collectively. We're just.
I'm happy they split with the Mets.
Yeah.
And that's pretty shitty when you're thinking, hey, I'm happy we got a split.
I have a question for you. This is and Barn Bomb, maybe you'll know this because you're an A's fan. And TJ, you might know this because you know everything. Why the fuck does Yoenis... Oh, wait, no, we're good. Why the fuck does Yoenis Cespedes wear neon green? On his shin protector, his sleeve he wears is like fluorescent yellow.
Because he's shy and wants to
He wore it in Oakland. He went to Boston and wore it. He went to Detroit and wore it, and now he's wearing it with the Mets. What is it that he's allowed to wear neon yellow with his uniforms?
Right. And who was it? Was it somebody in the All-Star game? Was it Kane or somebody a few years ago wanted to wear orange shoes?
Wilson.
Yeah. And they wouldn't let him.
He had to Sharpie him out.
Yeah.
So figure that out. Barn Bomb, I'm shocked the Dodgers have not taken full advantage of these recent Giants losses. You know, Mike, you and me both. That's the one saving grace to the Giants' struggles is the Dodgers did close a 6.5 game lead at the All-Star break.
Without their number one pitcher.
Without Kershaw, without Puig. But as of right now, because I think the Dodgers got hammered tonight. Or no, the Dodgers got hammered last night, so it was a one game. I believe we're tied now.
No, half game. We're a half game behind.
We're half game behind now. Mm-hmm. So it's the saving grace is both teams aren't playing well, and we're getting lucky because right now we suck. But yeah, Keith, I give you credit. Your shitty team beat us.
That was a burp after you ate crow.
After I ate dolphin. So let me ask you this: how do you feel about calling the even year excitement? I mean, is it time to start playing the gong and start to rule this team dead?
I told you no. I don't know. Call me the major homer, but I'm in this till the very the last time, the last out that they have that eliminates them.
Well, remember 2010, it was the last out.
Yeah, I know.
we got in the playoffs.
So all they need to do is get into the playoffs. That's all they need to do. And once they get in, they shorten the rotation. They throw three guys.
I think you pissed off a Mongolian.
Why?
Because and I'm glad that someone just joined. You know, we have a new listener in the chat box, and I'm gonna butcher your name, and I extremely apologize.
How did I piss off a Mongolian?
Because the name that just joined in is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I don't look at that name. I think it's one of the Mongolian coaches here to piss us off. Did you see that name?
I got to get over there.
Roll over here. Just take a look. Oh, he left. Damn it. He's like IP searching us now. It was huge. It was hyphenated at the end and didn't show me the rest of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You pissed off somebody. Or he wants to make us dinner.
Absolutely. I was going to see if he'd give me some free coupons.
He's got a big ass chopstick. Just chopping it down on the thing.
And he just walks in circles for hours. Just walks in circles.
Sweating.
You know, maybe that's why that food's always so salty.
They don't add, yeah.
It's because they sweat on it.
I've never seen a salt shaker.
I haven't either, and it's always salty.
No, don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin Mongolian barbecue for me, please. It's so good. Where was I going with this? So the Giants woes. Bumgarner's doing okay. Cueto, the Giants won back-to-back starts by Cueto and Bumgarner for the first time since the end of July.
Wow.
Yeah, against Oakland, and then it was the final game against Oakland. Bumgarner started, and then it was the first game against the Diamondbacks in that series that they won those back-to-back games.
Wow.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
It was June 30th, July 1st.
And Samardzija's pitching all right. Samardzija pitched great today.
So Samardzija gets into the seventh with a no-hitter, gives up a single or double. A double to Granderson. Next batter, Cespedes, I believe it was, 2-run homer. Boom, gone.
And not even a question about it. It was like as soon as he swung, boom, it's gone.
That was like yesterday's home runs. He hit 2 of them, and both of them were like, damn.
Does he have ownage on the Giants or what?
Right? So you go no-hitter into the 7th inning, and then you end up getting the loss in the game. How shitty is that?
It sucks.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Barnum. Yoenis has an interpreter, Ariel Pareto. Pareto has negotiated with the league officials on what Cespedes can and cannot wear while playing, By the way, when it comes to the Giants and the Dodgers, both Sano Casilla and Yasiel Puig suck. As an A's fan that is so into the Bay Bridge rivalry, Puig ruins everything. I'm so glad that manager Dave Roberts in the front office has officially demoted him. Mike, let's get back to the important stuff here. Did he negotiate the neon green? And is there some kind of significance to him wearing that? Because that, honestly, that really entices me. Like, it really kind of like drives my interest. It's
you
weird.
have a chubby is what you have. You have a chubby over his
Want me to
green.
prove that I don't?
No.
Okay, then shut up.
Don't talk to me like that, bitch.
A fucking punter!
I'm worried about the Giants. I really am. It's worrying me a lot. You want to talk football?
Sure, why not?
So since I just played football music for 4 minutes, Veroza has something on Cespedes.
We've long wondered about the origins and purpose of Yoenis Cespedes' brilliant canary yellow arm sleeve. Is it actually something that just feels comfortable in? Did he wear it so he could look like a parakeet? As it is a beacon, so that that's all not true. For this is clearly Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility wrapped around his arm.
Oh, god damn it. Stupid.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Let me do a quick Google search here. How the fuck do you spell Cespedes? Cespedes?
Cespedes.
I found the same one you won. It acts as a green screen.
Yeah.
Honors a parakeet with a neon sleeve. Hold on, wait a minute. Mets Yoenis Cespedes says neon sleeve is nod to rally parakeet. What? Oh, that's stupid too. Apparently, there's a parakeet that like flew into the Mets stadium and like landed on the pit on the back screen. Hold on, this one.
Okay, here's back in August during Yoenis' first few games as a Met, a parakeet appeared on the field at Citi Field, wanting to look like the bird. Cespedes donned neon green sleeve and has worn the sleeves ever since. I knew there was a bird on the field, and I wanted to look like a bird, he said.
It is back in August, yeah.
The sleeves also act as a green screen.
I'm looking at the same thing you're on right now, Design and Trend.
Yeah.
When he was walking up the field on one of the TBS broadcasts, the Chevrolet logo actually did transpose onto the sleeve. That's hella funny. Okay, well, hey, I'll take it, whatever. So we have a damn it barn bomb.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, barn bomb.
What now?
TJ says, Ariel Prado also told Cespedes that the A's basically trade everyone away and that they aren't exactly contending for championships. Barn bomb. TJ. Ariel Prado did not say that to Cespedes. That is not true. What is true is a recent clubhouse brawl between Billy Butler and Danny Valencia. It was brutal. The San Francisco Chronicle Susan Slessor first reported the breakdown in the recent Oakland clubhouse brawl.
What does that have to do with Cespedes?
Everything. Because of the parakeets. Girl!
That was a parakeet? That sounded more like your crow coming back up.
Big ass parakeet.
You can get crow at Mongolian barbecues too.
You probably could. All right, we're gonna do something different.
Tastes like chicken.
First of all, we're gonna talk about the Colts because it was requested. And there's
so we do requests now, huh?
It's all request lunch. There's Mongolia, please. There's a lot of talk about the Colts and there's a lot of optimism. Obviously, Andrew Luck's coming back. Their offensive line got better in the offseason. Actually, I think I have notes on the Colts in here.
Wow. Somebody did their homework.
They added Patrick Robinson, Scott Tolzien. They added Robert Turbin and Jordan Todman, both at running back. They're getting, like I said, Luck back from injury. They got a little bit better in the draft, but there's a lot of concerns with them too. One is can Luck stay healthy? Can their offensive line stay healthy to protect him? According to Pro Football Focus, the quarterbacks on the Colts are ranked 9th in the power rankings. Simply for the fact that Luck only played 7 games and their backup right now is Scott Tolzien, which is, as a Niner fan, we know, not good. Says here that the Colts may be leaning too heavily on the most senior running back in the league, Frank Gore. Gore played 707 snaps last year, 3rd highest among all running backs, and health providing he is likely to approach that number again in 2016 as free agent acquisitions Robert Turbin and Jordan Todman have never shown themselves to be better than a backup. At 33 years old, he is the oldest projected starting running back in the league. Adrian Peterson is second at 31. While he forced 36 missed tackles last season, he only averaged 3.7 yards per carry and posted a negative receiving grade for the 6th straight season. The reason why that 3 points, like you hear that and you're like, oh, 3.7 yards, that's not too bad. For a young guy, that's not too bad. Who's getting the rock 707 play, he's on the field that much. You hand him the ball 25 times because Frank Gore, if he gets over 20 carries when he was with the Niners, I don't think lost more than 3 games.
No.
The problem is
that's a lot of hits.
He's now 33 years old.
That's getting beat up a lot. If you're only averaging 3.3 yards.
3.7 yards means you're basically getting to the pile and getting pounded.
Yeah.
You're not breaking off a lot of carries. You're not getting into open field and getting tackled by a cornerback. You're getting hit by the big boys.
Yep.
So they got to figure that out.
I think the offensive line changes are going to make a big difference in that. I bet you see Gore's carries come down a little bit, and I also think you'll see that yards per carry go up, way up.
Oh, TJ with the fire back from May of 2015, and Barnbaum mentioned Susan Slessor, who reported the brawl. TJ, from May 2015, Cespedes told Suzanne Slusser of the San Francisco Chronicle that former A's coach Ariel Prieto had told him Oakland is a school where they develop the players and then they let them go. That was his former translator that worked for Oakland. So that was said to him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Back to this. Receiving cores. Their top receiving core, this is again the Colts, are good at the top. According to this, they have no depth. They have T.Y. Hilton and Dante Moncrief. They also re-signed...
I'd take both those guys on the Niners.
Yes, I would. They also re-signed tight end Dwayne Allen, but they let Colby Fleener go. Allen posted the first negative run blocking grade of his career in 2015 and caught just 16 passes for 109 yards and 1 touchdown playing in 11 games. Colby Fleener was Luck's go-to guy from Stanford.
Yeah.
How do you let him walk and you sign Dwayne Allen?
I don't know.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Salary cap.
It's got to be. They paid Luck $40 billion. Yeah. The defense, first-round rookies should provide much-needed stability on the offensive line. That ranks them at 16th. Linebackers need to elevate their play behind a strong front end. Their front seven is ranked 27th. And their secondary is ranked 20th. So it sounds like, based on this, that the Colts' offense should be okay, because if you have Andrew Luck, I think you're okay. But it sounds like their defense isn't going to be able to keep them in very many games. So there's your Colts update, Pamela Santich.
There you go.
Listen. So we're going to do something here. We said we weren't going to do it last week because it's too soon. We're midway through the preseason now, which means the next game you should see starters playing into the second half. But essentially, it's end of the roster guys trying to make rosters now. The rotations are set, or the depth chart should be set, except for if you're a 49er. At quarterback, you still have a chance to get signed this week and start. But we're going to go through and we're going to make our
Oh, no.
predictions.
I'm not ready yet.
Bullshit.
I haven't watched a game.
So what? I haven't watched a Raider game. We're going to go through.
I haven't watched a game.
We're going to do our preseason predictions.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You don't want to do this?
Whatever.
Does it really matter?
Whatever.
We don't ever go back and check them. But it's filler.
Whatever. I got to go take a shit, so hurry up.
All right, we'll go.
No, go ahead. No, do what you want. You're the boss. You just do what you want. No, let's do it. Raiders are going 12-2, 12-4. Niners are going 1-16, 1-15. I'm going to go to Mongolian barbecue. I'm hungry.
How many weeks are there? 11, 12, 13.
I'm gonna load it up with pork and roast beef, and
I like when you do the turkey. You get the lamb in there.
I don't do lamb. But...
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Week 1, Raiders at the Saints.
Saints.
So we're just gonna do win or loss.
Okay.
So
Saints.
That'll be a loss.
Yep.
I think the Raiders are gonna win Week 1. Home for the Falcons.
Win.
I agree with that one as well. at the Tennessee Tits.
At the Titans.
It's at the Titans.
Raiders win.
I agree.
I think we did this last year, and I think I was pretty close to the Raiders.
I think you were.
Yeah, I think I was pretty close.
At the Ravens.
Oh, loss.
I agree with the loss there. And I'll go first for the Niners, since you're going first for all the Raider ones. Home for the Chargers, first divisional game, Week 5.
Raiders. Not real set on the Chargers with them not having their first-round draft pick in camp yet.
Oh, that's right, they don't, huh?
Mm-mm.
I love how his mom said, I wish we would have pulled a Ryan Leaf. Or Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. Yeah.
Ryan, don't pull a Ryan Leaf. That'd be a really bad situation for you. Next week is home for the Chiefs.
And this is where I have a real dilemma, because I think it's going to come down to the Chiefs and the Raiders for the division. I'm going to say the Chiefs.
I agree. I agree with that. I think that they're gonna demolish them in the first week or the first matchup, and then it's gonna come down to the end of the year, which is week 14. They play them. It's a Thursday night game on the NFL Network, and I think that the Raiders are gonna end up having to beat the Chiefs to lock the division up, and I think they're gonna do so in Kansas City. So we'll get to that one in a second. At the Jaguars. Now, one of these games is the Mexico game, right?
Yeah. Whatever the Monday night game is. Might be the Jags.
No, it's the Texans.
Okay.
At Estadio Azteca. So they're playing the Jaguars in Jacksonville week 7.
I'm going to go Raiders, but I'm not real confident on that pick.
I'm going to go Raiders as well, because I think the Jaguars this year are going to be my Buffalo Bills. Remember last year? I had a crutch. Every damn week I took the Bills. The following week, they're at Tampa. They stay in Florida.
I'm going to go Raiders.
As am I. This isn't looking too good for me right now. They got to start losing some games. Otherwise, I have them going like 13-3. Home for the Broncos.
Broncos looked horrible last night.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't watch. I thought you didn't watch football.
I watched 2 plays. They looked horrible.
Yeah, but the butt fumble.
And they have no quarterback.
They have Mark Sanchez.
Like I said, they have no quarterback.
Oh, no! We suck again!
I'm going to have to go Raiders.
I agree. At Estadio Azteca, the home game against the Texans.
Texans.
They're too close to home.
Yeah.
Home for the Panthers.
Panthers.
Home for the Bills.
Raiders.
I think the Raiders lose that game. There's my Bills pick.
Yeah.
At the Chiefs. I already said I think they win that game.
The Raiders win? I think the Chiefs win.
At the Chargers.
Raiders win.
Home for the Colts.
I'm going to say Colts.
So am I. And it's end of the year. The Colts have got to get better. And then at the Broncos.
Broncos.
That game is on New Year's Day. Does that affect anyone being in Denver with all the pot New Year's Eve?
Broncos.
I think the Raiders win that game. So
what do you got?
4, 5, 6. I have them at 10-6. 8. You have them at 8-8.
I think that's pretty. I like that. I like 8-8 for the Raiders.
I honestly think 9-5 is more realistic, but right now I have them at 10-6. Dun dun dun.
Loss. 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 I might actually pull a Detroit Lions this year.
You think so?
I don't know.
Home against the Los Angeles Rams.
Loss.
Week 1. I'm supposed to go first. So
Okay.
loss. At the Panthers. Loss.
Loss.
At the Seahawks. Loss.
Loss.
Home for the Cowboys. I'm taking a win on that one.
Loss.
Oh, shit. Monday night against the Cardinals at home. I did mean 9-7, Mike. Damn it. Thank you. Not 9-5. Good catch on that one.
Against the Cardinals, loss.
Yeah, loss. At the Bills. Loss.
Wow, I want to give them a win so bad, but it's a road game.
Across the country at 10 a.m. Pacific time start.
Loss.
Home for the Buccaneers.
That might be it. That might be their one. I'll give them a win.
So will I. Home for the Saints after the bye week.
Loss.
I agree, loss. At the Cardinals, I say loss.
Loss.
This one we might do just to piss off TJ. Home for the Patriots.
Oh, shit.
Brady's back by then and pissed. At the Dolphins, I'm going to say a win.
Loss.
At the Bears.
Loss.
I agree with that one, too. Home for the Jets, Jets.
Oh.
I'm going to say a win.
I'm going to say a win, too.
At the Falcons.
Loss.
At the Rams.
Loss.
End the season, New Year's Day, at the Seahawks.
Loss. I'm at 2-14.
1, 2, 3. I'm way more optimistic than you, Barossa.
What do you got them at?
4-12, baby. Yeah.
You have them winning twice as many games as I do. Jesus Christ.
God.
How sad
damn
is
it.
that? You know, they went 4 years ago, they were in the Super Bowl. And now they're not going to, they could easily go 0-16. They really could.
Unless Christian Ponder's the savior.
No, they don't. He doesn't have anybody to throw to. He's got a 75-year-old wide receiver that is his number one target. He's got a converted fullback that's playing tight end. He's got a running back that can't stay healthy. He's got an offensive line that's got a guy who retired last year and came back starting at the other guard that he's used to not playing. Defensively, they'll be good, but you can't win if you can't score any points. Here's my bold prediction. This is my bold prediction. They're going to lead the NFL in 3 and outs.
I already made that bold prediction by calling my team the fourth and Niners, remember?
Yeah. They're going to lead the league in 3 and outs. Big time.
Barnbum wants the Sea Chickens to go 0-16. Yeah, we all want that, Mike.
But they play their 49ers twice, Mike.
Right?
They're guaranteed 2 wins.
Hold on. We have some other business to take care of real quick here. Just for fun, because we have like a minute left before we close out the show.
Oh, okay. I really do got to go take a dump. I took one before I came, too.
We're going random.org.
Oh, you're going to do it, huh?
There's 29 teams in the NFL if you take away the 49ers.
So let's do it this way. We each get 3. And so we'll go through 3 times each one. We get to pick out of the three.
Out of the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So, Mr. Rosa. Actually, let's do it this way. Mr. Barnbaum, give me a number between 1 and 10. Hurry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, shit, there's 31 teams, huh? So 30.
No, there's 32 teams.
That's right. Damn it. That is right. Okay, so there's 31 numbers I need to choose. Mike, come on, number between 1 and 10. TJ, give me a number between 1 and 10 also. Barnbaum gave Mr. Rosa an 8.
Okay.
TJ, give me a different number between 1 and 10 that's not an 8. One, 2, 4. All right.
And I'm going to pick 18.
No, we're not doing it that way. I have a different plan for you. So, for each of your 3 teams, I'm going to click the random button 8 times. And on the 8th click is your team. We'll do it 3 times. Those are your 3 teams.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And your first team to choose from is number 22, which is the Oakland Raiders.
Okay. That's my first pick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 2, the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't like either one of those so far.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That was 9.
I misclicked. It didn't actually click. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ah, shit. I don't like any of those teams.
Do you want to mulligan? Do one more?
I want a mulligan. I know who I want to pick.
But if it comes up as any of the 3 teams you already have,
I have to take them.
You have to take them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do you want? 5, 6, 7, 8.
I want the Panthers.
St. Louis Rams, or Los Angeles Rams. So you can choose between the Bengals, the Jaguars, the Raiders, the Rams.
Go Bengals, go.
Feroza is taking the Bengals. I'm just going to go with a V right there. All right, my turn. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, my mom's looking over me. The Washington Redskins. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Houston Texans. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Buffalo Bills. And I'll just do a 4th one since you got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the Miami Dolphins. Looks like I'm going to be a Bills fan this year, boys and girls.
Again.
No, it was we both took the Panthers. We'll do this.
We're
again.
not not bandwagon jumpers at all, are we?
No, we're also not going to really lose the. We're going for the number 1 overall pick, baby.
I know.
We had something to root for this year. They're 4-12 or 2-14.
2-14, and I think I was generous.
God damn it, we suck.
We'll do that.
No! We suck again!
So we'll make those picks. The winner has to take the loser out to Mongolian barbecue.
But that's 17 weeks away. We'll come up with something. Maybe we could do we could do a week to week, our pick and pool, do a Mongolian barbecue every week.
Let's do it quarterly or something. Let's do like every 4 games or every half the season.
At the bye week, whoever's ahead, and then at the end of the year.
Well, whatever bye week. Well, bye week we can use.
What bye week?
It's not like the whole league takes a weekend off.
That would suck, wouldn't it? All right, so I was going to say something else. Oh, did you get a hold of Joshua Rosa about the calendar?
No, I didn't. I'll do it this week.
Think you can get him before this weekend?
Yes.
So
I'll have it for the draft.
And you can make sure that one of them is signed to the champ?
Yep.
All right, because the champ is Jeff. He gets the man calendar this year. I haven't told him yet either.
Oh, you haven't?
I'm going to present it to him as, champ,
okay.
Champ Jeff, or, to the champ, Love Joshua Veroza.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with him this week.
Sweet. All right, buddy. For Veroza, I am Greg Bull. Thanks for sticking it out with us this week. Kind of derailed early. We promise now that football's here and the draft is here, we will be back to our normal form. But until next week, for Greg, I am Greg.
Good night, Larry, you fucktard.
Fudge!
Asshole.